Okay, everyone, sorry. Okay, this is my third video for the day, and I look ratchet, but I came up with a really good idea. I saw some other people on YouTube do it, and I just thought that this could be my own insight because I am in a sorority. But I'm gonna do a sorority video today on my experiences, what a sorority is, and then I'm going to talk about yeah, so what a sorority is, what it is not, what you do and what you don't do, and then I'll probably post another video this summer. I thought this would be a good time to do it because this is the time towards the end of kids' high school years and even people in college because you don't have to be a freshman to rush. And this is a good time for people to start deciding whether or not they are going to rush, and because it gives people a whole summer to get ready, to get their packets ready and all that good stuff, and then rush actually in the fall. But obviously, I've already rushed. I'm already in a sorority, so next year I won't be rushing. I'll be on the other side of recruitment, which I can't talk about the other side of the rush process because it's like really big and secretive. But I can talk to you about the side of the rushee, what that is, and then like tips and tricks. And then this summer, probably right before school, I will talk to y'all about what tips for actually rushing when you are actually going through the process and like outfits and stuff to wear. Every school is different, but let me just go ahead and get onto it. So what a sorority is basically like a club for women in college. And basically what it is it's just a group of women, and it's a chapter. If they're the schools is called a chapter. I go to Texas State University in San Marcos, Texas, and my sorority is Delta Zeta, and I am the Iota Alpha chapter. And so everybody who goes to Texas State University, when Delta Zeta was founded in the 60s, and from 60 years from now, they will be the Iota Alpha chapter. And basically what happened from this is how rush works. Rush is when you actually go through the process. Well, actually, I won't even talk about rush right now. I'll talk about that later. But what it is I don't know. I'm trying to like say like stereotypes. People think that sorority girls they all live in the house. They're all super like peppy and blonde, and they are mean and stupid, and all they do is sorority stuff, and that's all they do, and party and drink and hook up with boys. And I just want to let y'all know that is not true. The way movies make uh sorority seem, even like movies like Legally Blonde, like I love that movie to death. I don't know any girl who really doesn't like that movie. But even though like the character Elle Woods or whatever becomes like a lawyer, in the beginning it shows like the house and all the girls are like in pink and they're all like peppy and like doing, I don't know, it's just that's unrealistic looking. Houses don't look like that. It's just that's unrealistic. In my sorority, I can't speak for other places in Texas or even places around the United States, but at my school there are 8 sororities, and not everyone has a house, and we have a house, and it's a small house. I mean, it's not too small. It's a really nice looking little baby blue home, and it's 2 stories, and it's old, and it was here like in the 40s or something. But only 20 girls can live in it at a time. Everyone has a roommate, and we don't haze. That is something that I think is honestly the most disgusting thing that can happen. And people will say you haze, or I know Delta Zeta hazes, or I know Zeta hazes, or I know anyone hazes, like, and they do that to make you look bad. But I can honestly say I have never been hazed. We are so against hazing. Every little thing, you have to be so careful. You can't, you have to be so careful in schools now because hazing is illegal. And I can't say for other sororities, I can't say for other fraternities, but I just know that personally my sorority does not haze. I've never been told to do something that I didn't want to do. I've never been told to do something to someone else ever. And if I told myself going into Rush, I didn't know if people hazed or not. I didn't know. And I told myself that if I were to get into a sorority and once I was in, if I started being hazed or started being asked to haze other people, that I would quit because I'm not about that life. Another thing that's a myth is not all sorority girls party. Yes, of course, there are party girls in every single um, organization, whether it is a basketball team or whether it is a sorority or whether it is the nature club. Like there, people party. That's just the truth. And but people putting that stereotype on just sorority and Greek life or fraternities is wrong because I in high school never drank at all. I did not go out. I did not party. I didn't do anything. I got to college and yeah, I would say that I went out a few times because I was meeting my sisters and we, went out and stuff, but still I was never a huge partier ever. And I never, that wasn't just my thing. I could go out to parties and have a good time without being drunk. And I had a lot of sisters who felt the exact same way. They were going to go out and have a good time and be sober. And it's true. Like, you don't have to be you don't have to party to be in a sorority. That's not something they ask you when you're going through rush. They don't ask you do you party or this and that. They ask you like what's your personality? What do you like to do? What is something that you enjoy doing? Do you like to dance, sing, play sports? Like it's not do you like to party because you can't be in here because you don't drink. That's not at all. Another thing is sorority girls are not sluts. There are sluts everywhere in this world. I hate to say sluts, but girls who like are easy or sleep around. There are girls that are easy in sororities, in all sororities, and there's girls who are easy on the basketball team or on the nature club. Like that's just the way of life. It has nothing to do with being in a sorority. Me personally, I'm a virgin. I'm in a sorority. I don't sleep around, and I'm still in one of the top sororities at my school, and I don't do that. Another thing is we do things for other people. We have a philanthropy. We have two philanthropies. We raise money for the Starkey Hearing Foundation for people that are deaf. We also do the Paint a Turtle Camp, which is a camp in California that is a camp for children that are very sick, and it's fully paid for, and they can go basically to summer camp with their family, and it's completely paid for by Delta Zeta. And we do things for other people. We have Philanthropy Week. We have Greek Week, Greek community, and like just basically a lot of fun things that you do, like lip sync and you know water balloon fights and all this stuff. That's fun. That's not partying. That's not being slutty. It's just fun. Not every single event that people do in a sorority or in a fraternity is let's go to a frat house and get wasted. That's just not true. Another thing is sorority girls are not stupid. In my sorority, if you go below a 2.5, you are on probation for a semester, and if you can't get your grade up, you are dismissed from chapter. If you're on exec board, which is like our president, secretary, and all that stuff, if you go below a 3 point, I think it's either a 2.8 or a 3.0, you are dismissed, or you are dismissed from exec, and then if you can't get your grade up past a 2.5, then you're dismissed from chapter. A 2.5 seems kind of low, but it just keeps people from going below, I mean, you know, standard grade. And the majority of my chapter, though, has above a 2.5. I think there's only a handful of girls who have below that. And you know what? That's okay. And most of those girls were freshmen. I will admit, my first semester in college, I went below 2.5 and I was put on probation. I'm on probation this semester, and as of right now, I'm almost at a 4.0. I have a 3.8 right now. And that has nothing to do with girls being stupid. It has nothing to do with girls partying too much. I had a lot of stuff going on last semester. I was overwhelmed by college. I went from high school to college, and my grades faltered. That has nothing. That does not reflect on my intelligence. It reflects on, you know, changing from one thing to something completely different and having to get your priorities straight. And now I'm in my second semester of my freshman year, and I am almost at a 4.0. And same with all the other girls who are put on academic probation. Most of those girls were freshmen, and the only reason why is because they were adjusting to college life. Um, Basically, that's all I really have to say about sororities right now. It's an amazing experience. I honestly think that every woman should go through Rush. It's awesome. It was the best thing I've ever done in my entire life. I'm living in the house next year. You have to be in the sorority for a year to be in the house. You don't have to be in the house, but I think it's an amazing experience. At first I was so excited first, and then there was about a few weeks where I was really nervous, like oh my gosh, living with 20 girls is gonna kill me. But now I'm just ecstatic. I can't wait to get even more closer to my sisters. These are your sisters. We went through ritual. We are sisters. But that's all I'm gonna say for now. I'm gonna do another video about Rush and the more logistics and outfits and stuff for people who are going to be rushing in the fall. But until then, I'll talk to you later. Bye.